And no malice intended there because it's just a fact of life.
That's right. But later on in collegiate volleyball, you learn.
Ang tatangkat ng tao.
Mabibilis, mas mabilis sa'yo.
Hindi ka kilala, hindi ka re-respetuhin. And look at this. Lyceum is not interested in acquaintances with the Ateneo side. In the meantime, they've overtaken the lead at 15-10. This was not at 8. Oh boy, this is just disappointing. This is the second time for her serve to fail her.
Well, fortunes have changed. Earlier, Ateneo started this match 5-0. Now they're actually down by 4. A while ago, it was by 5.
Yes, Nikita Bafunda sets this up, and it's back on the line. Yes, that recoiled back onto the side of Lyceum, and nobody was there.
That's right, a good block by Charo Soriano. But funny, De La Peña was actually there. She let it go, and then when she saw that it clipped the line, she just stomped her foot.
And now Hervasio just dinking it over, and now Ateneo using that power tip to maximum effect here, since there isn't any support downstairs. Sige, hulog, 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 hulog.
That's right, coverage very slow for Lyceum. But you know, Sev, you'd sense, no? This set has been in, the scoring has been in spurts, and it's who receives better at that particular moment is who will score the most points.
And a bit of an overreach in that last play, and now Coach Mape is waiting for that technical timeout. It's not going to waste a timeout to probably need it down the stretch as this serve outside, and we are going to pause. 16-14. This is a technical timeout. Lyceum ahead here in the second. Lyceum beginning to dictate the flow of the momentum of this game, grabbing the upper hand. 16-14 after being down, as Noreen mentioned, as much as 5-0. Acevedo, nice effort to save it.
Well, she tried to cover her own spike. No coverage there, so she had to make do, but a block for Lyceum.
Mighty Bond, strong to get block, and yes, we heard in the timeout in the first set, they were really anticipating yung kaliwete, as they were saying, and Acevedo definitely that person. Soriano keeping it alive. Acevedo says, hindi ko makuha sa lakas. And as always, if you don't get it that way, you're hoping for a check ball, they don't get it.
Well, she was targeting the blocker's hand, but referee calls not.
And a timeout requested by the blue and white.
Nasaan ba si... Diretso yung quick natin, huwag nyo natin i-diretso. Si Chuck. Itumba mo na lang. Pahabulin mo. Tapos para maiwan si mag-isa doon sa 5. Diyan. Siba lang natin, tapos makaikot tayo, blocking tayo. Diyan.
To the uninitiated, sometimes the Filipino interpretations of volleyball lingo are, you know, they're shocking. Ihulog mo, itumba mo, paluin mo, walisin mo, paluan mo na lang. And but it's the joy of this game as we play it our way. The language is part of the fabric here.
That's right, it's part of the sport, and each coach has a different version or different way of
Yes,
expressing
I agree.
thoughts.
Ano daw? Kung bago yung coach, ano? Ah, Lusot and Hervasio. I like the way Artates gleefully said, okay, mali ako. Akong mali. Bumutas eh. I'm so sorry, sabi niya sa kakampi niya. 18-15. Our 15 will be serving now as Charo Soriano fires from there. It's in play. Soriano keeping it alive. A tough reception there. And she had to spin for that. That didn't work. And Gabriel darts in for Soriano as the libero.
Well, Lyceum able to maintain the 4-point advantage, but good news for Ateneo. Cass is at the back row, so they should try to score the points now that Cass is in the back row.
And don't forget that Axel is our official outfitter here in the Shakey's V League. everybody but everybody wearing Axel here. In the meantime, that is easily dropped, and Lyceum knocking loudly at the door, threatening to ice the number of sets. Ateneo took the first one, 25-22.
Well, Jamie Peña, of course, there for Lyceum. She has been getting her numbers because she's been varying her shots.
Oh, that is so well said, and that is very accurate. And the variety is hurting Ateneo, but Hervasio interested in getting her team bouncing back. 16-20 now.
Well, I was about to say Ateneo has got to go to Hervasio because she has the hot hand right now, but now she's serving in the back.
Napunta siya bigla sa likod eh, no? Sandali, sabi ni Tabapunda, rejection, but playable. Tough angle for Peña. That was, well, she was all dressed up, but nowhere to go.
That's right. But you know, in situations like that, players have got to also practice how to use their left hand. You know, hindi kailangan spike na malakas eh. You just, you know,
tapikin mo lang.
Tapikin mo lang. Obviously, her left has no control.
Yes. It might not be your working hand, but at least you give it a chance. Peña is rejected. By the way, Hoy is back in the lineup, and just a smart player. She brushed it against the block.
That's right. She realized earlier that Gretchen Ho is the taller blocker. I'll just brush it through Cara Acevedo.
21-17 in a set that has crawled along because both sides fighting ferociously here. Kainglet, Hervasio, Ho keeping it in play, and they run out of chances.
Well, Hervasio tried to get it over with one hand, but she was actually down on the floor, so no control there.
We're currently at 22-17, 22 ahead, and that's Lyceum. Guliman serve, and Ateneo falling apart in the second set.
Well, earlier in the huddle of Ateneo, Coach Malazzo was actually talking about the reception, and that's what's actually giving a lot of points to Lyceum. Their first ball isn't there.
Setup job, that's a bad set, and this is falling away with a Lyceum team that's not going to deny and not going to say no thank you. They will take this set. They are interested in scoring their first win. Keep that in mind.
And they're known for their fighting spirit.
Yes. Tanawag ang pirate eh. Kailangan pusong pirate, and labas na siya.
But you gotta commend their efforts there.
And the crowd agreeing with you on that point. 24-18 as Acevedo will be serving. Yes, go ahead.
But you know, we were talking about it earlier, no? If you have a warrior, the lady version's the Amazon. What's the lady version of a pirate?
Oh, no.
Lady pirate.
24-19.
Research natin.
Lady Stags, Lady Eagles. Okay, this is not yet over. If you talk to Cara Acevedo now, she feels that this is not over, and let's see how Lyceum responds after that timeout.
But I like the way Coach Benjamin Mape actually gives specific instructions. Pakinig ka na lang. Tama yung sinasabi niya. He really reads the opponents very well.
Peña's shot playable. Kainglet says, hello, we're not yet done.
Kainglet finding that hole in the center of Lyceum's defense.
You played this game and you fly in the air. There's a certain joy when you see that hole. Laki, no?
Definitely.
Parang batya, parang it's hard to describe, but it's there. You know it's there.
And actually, that doesn't come automatically. That comes with age.
And some years of playing this, and now Ateneo.
Isang palo nila yun.
Parang chess game, no? Malinaw sa mind ni Coach Mape. Ito gagawin natin. Ito kailangan natin gawin. You're right, Noreen. Very, very clear instructions.
That's right. And you know, sabi nga niya about Kainlet eh. Pag nagbikot yan, buhay bitaw na yan, di nag-block. So go there, challenge that.
And it suddenly ends. And